Michelle, and I came across a DUI about a month ago. And what I want to know is that my car was shot up, and I called for help from the police. So when they got there, they was just assuming that I had ran over a curb and I had a blowout and everything. As soon as he got out of the car, he never thought about my consequences. So I could have been dead, you know what I'm saying? Or my life was in danger. When I, you know, because he got from the neighborhood, I guess the call that he got was shots fired. And so when he got there, he was like, well, looked like you ran over a curb to me, you know, and looked like you had an accident. I said, no, somebody shot my car up. And so after that, next thing you know, he's trying to run me in and put me in on DUI, but never considered that my life was in danger.
Okay, so what's your question tonight, Michelle?
My question is, how can I have been locked up for something that I had no control of?
Okay, so go ahead, Chris.
Well, Michelle, it sounds like in that situation that, well, obviously the officer had to have had probable cause in order to arrest you for DUI. Very sorry that that situation happened to you, especially if you were actually in danger. However, remember that under no circumstances can you operate a vehicle with alcohol in your system. So while that was a very unfortunate situation, those two things are completely different. So once the officer got there, if he determined that you weren't in any danger and that you had actually run over something and your car had not been shot, then of course the second thing becomes, were you under the influence of alcohol? And if you were, that officer would have had probable cause for you. So the thing to remember is to never operate a vehicle if you had any alcohol in your system.
Chris, is it just the fact that if the keys are in the car and you've got alcohol in your system, you're fair game? Absolutely.
Even in that situation, you can be the operator of the vehicle. What I always tell my clients is if you're in that type of situation, especially if you need to wait for a ride or something along those lines, take the keys out of the ignition and get in the passenger seat. At that point, it's less likely that an officer is going to, assume that you are actually operating the vehicle. So that's probably one of the best practices to employ.
Very good.